Good morning and welcome to Backbarrow, where we're just by the River Leven here. I've got my cup of tea. What more could you possibly... Oh, hang on a minute, I've just spotted a heron. Hang on a minute. Let me just see if I can zoom in on this heron. Can you see that? There you go. Oh, we've got it all here in Backbarrow, you know. Anyway, I've decided today I'm going to take a little walk. And we're going to walk to Lakeside, where we're going to pick up one of the boats on Windermere and go all the way up to Ambleside and have a bit of a day out. And I just thought you might like to come with me. So let's just go back inside into my little place here. Right, I'll get the map out and I'll show you where we're going. Okay, this is the very southern tip of Windermere. We're going to go all the way up to Ambleside. Journey's End is going to be the famous little bridge house in Ambleside. More about that a little bit later on. And we're setting off from here, from Backbarrow. Now we're going to follow the line of the old railway, which takes us up to the landing stage here. The walk is about 4 miles long, but if you don't want to do that walk, the easiest thing is to come out of your front door, walk 10 minutes to Haverthwaite railway station, and you can take the old steam train, which will take you all the way up to meet the boat. So you've got the choice. You either walk, which is what we're doing today, or you take the steam train. So there you go. Oh, by the way, don't expect any high production values from this video. No beautiful shots and all that kind of thing. In fact, don't expect any production values at all, because I'm literally just going to shoot a few clips along the way and hopefully it'll all work out all right. Right, so off we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head down the path here to the steps at the far end. We take the steps to the top, and then once we're at the top of the steps we turn right and walk towards the Whitewater Hotel. So here we are, just coming to where the Whitewater Hotel is. There's the river down there. Looking very nice. And then, so where we're going, oh, handy sign, Newby Bridge. And what we're doing is we are going down Finsthwaite Lane. Okay, so going along here. Like I say, I think it'll take about probably an hour. So we get a bit of a wiggle on. And I will stop along the way to point out various, well, features of interest. Don't know if you can tell, but this bit is going uphill. Very good for the old cardiovasculars. Oh, blimey. I could do with a coffee. As I say, I think we're coming to probably the peak of this, or the height of this bit, and then we'll start heading down towards the hamlet of Newby Bridge, which is the next hamlet along from Backbarrow, and we're trying to meet the 9:20 sailing from Lakeside, and it is currently 8:31. Pick up the pace a bit, I think. As you walk along here, don't know if you can see, it's springtime when I'm shooting this. It's actually the 2nd of May, and the lambs are out. That one's only a few days old, I think. Anyway, we haven't time to talk to the sheep. Keep going. I've just spotted this all along here. This is the time of year for it. As I say, it's the 2nd of May that I'm filming this. And look at that, wild garlic. Not only here, but all the way down in the wood. And I wish this was smelly vision, because I can smell it. Very nice. Now we're just getting quite close to Newby Bridge, and there's the railway that I was telling you about. It's only, what time is it now? It's only 9:15, so the trains aren't running on that yet, but I think the first train goes maybe around about 9:30 or something like that. But we're walking today because I want to catch the early boat, and but that is the railway line, and the little train just chugs backwards and forwards several times a day, and it's a lovely way of connecting with the Windermere steamers. Now here we are at Newby Bridge. This is the Swan Hotel here, but we're not stopping here. We're going to carry on through the car park and out the back of the Swan onto Lakeside. It's lovely looking down on the river there, isn't it? We are just coming to the end of the car park at the Swan Hotel, and this is where they've made the new path. You see here, we're heading towards Lakeside, and this is a path I've never walked before, but let's see how we get on. Looks like I'm going down somebody's private drive. This is worth mentioning. In this area you can go paddle boarding. That's paddleboard the lakes there, and nice flat waters to be able to do it as well. I have to just show you this. It is springtime, and can you see these ducks and the little babies? Oh, steady on. Life in the Lake District. Anyway, we haven't got time. It's 5 to 9 and we need to get to Lakeside. This boat is going to go in 25 minutes. So here is this is a relatively new path. I've never walked on this before, so I just hope I'm going to get there in time. And I'll pick up with you in a minute. Another bit of path that goes alongside the railway. I'm not into trains, but if you were into steam trains, this is the place. Oh look, there's a cat. I booked him last night. He'll be asking for repeat fees. I don't think I've mentioned the name of the river actually. It's the River Leven. That's what we're walking along beside. Oh, I don't know, can you see there's a swimmer? Somebody daft enough to be swimming today. There you go. I tell you, it all happens here. This is obviously new. Never seen this before. This is a bridge which has been beautifully made to cross the steam railway. There we go. There we go. Bit of bird muck there. Like to get all life in here. Hey. Right, we'll go through this gate, and I think we're not that far from Lakeside now. It's like a video equivalent of Ramblings, this, isn't it? Where's Claire Balding when you need her? Now, they always say you should get a bit of jeopardy into every video, a bit of excitement. And the reason I'm running now is because I don't think I'm going to make that 9:20 boat. It's now 9 o'clock. Let's see. Beautiful views though. Thank goodness for Steadicam. Just slowed down for a minute to look at this bridge. Isn't that lovely? That's the thing about this railway. It's been beautifully preserved. Anyway, I'm going to pick up the pace. Otherwise, I'm going to miss this blooming boat. Well, the good news is I've made it. It wasn't actually that far away. So we made it to Lakeside. There's the Lakeside signal box, and up here somewhere is going to be where I buy the ticket for the boat. And the clouds are clearing. It's going to be a beautiful day, lovely day for it. Right, we're just coming into the bit where you buy your tickets for the boat, and it's worth mentioning that if it's a rainy day, and it rarely rains in the Lake District, you'll never have a rainy day here, and you're looking for something to do indoors, you've got the Lake District Aquarium, which is here, which I've never been to, but apparently it's very, very good. Lots of tropical fish and all that kind of thing. Now, where do we buy tickets for the boat? That's our boat over there. Here we go. So there's your first look at Windermere. That's the lake. And we are going to buy our tickets over here. Back in a minute and I'll tell you how much it is. Right, so I've got my ticket, $18.90, which will take me all the way up to Ambleside, which is a good 10 miles, so that's not bad going, is it? I mean, you're going to look at this beautiful view, and I think actually this is the boat that we're going on, this smaller one here. I thought it was going to be this bigger steam launch, but it's not today. I think it's this one, which is fine. I think we'll sit on the top and look at the view. So here we are, there are 2 decks on this boat. I think it's such a nice day that we'll sit up on the top. You can probably see some of the older launches just down there, but I think I'll take a seat here. Very nice. What a day for it. And I have made it. It's only, it's about 12 minutes past 9. So we're now leaving Lakeside behind. We're on one of the smaller boats. You could go on one of the bigger boats here, which have got cafes and restaurants and bars on and all the rest. But we're having the safety demonstration now. Early morning rows out on the lake. Now we're actually heading north. So the camera is now pointing sort of northeast, and that's Gummers How up there, and up ahead is Bowness and Ambleside.
Situated downstairs.
Now this part of the Lake District is known for its very big houses, and there's plenty of those along the shores of Windermere, as you can see here. All the way up the east side of the lake, there's some pretty spectacular mansions. So now we're coming into Bowness Bay, which is where we get off because we have to change boats, because this one isn't going up to Ambleside. So we get off here and then get on another boat, and it'll only be about 20 minutes or so. So now we're off the boat and we're looking for pier number 1, which is this one here, I think. And the boat goes in about 15 minutes. I could take the bus if I wanted to go to Ambleside, but I've got a ticket all the way up the lake, so we might as well take the boat. And there we go, 10:15, queue here. So now here we are on Pier 1. So we're going to Ambleside, and this is our boat, so it's a bigger boat this time. We are on board the boat. I think this is the newest one on Windermere. Very nice, sort of a seating area up here. But as it's nice, I think we'll go outside. Somewhere in those trees is my old school. So to get into Ambleside, it's about a mile away from here. This bit's called Waterhead. It's where all the boats come in, where we've just got off the boat. And all you do is you just follow this road. You can't go wrong, really. You just follow the road for about a mile into the centre of Ambleside, and that's where you'll find lots of places to eat and drink, and we'll get to Journey's End, which is the famous bridge house. It's a busy town, lots of places to buy things like outdoor clothing and walking boots and all that kind of thing, just crossing the road here. And you can probably see up in the distance there, that's Ambleside town, and we'll be there in a minute. Now, as I said at the beginning of this video, I haven't actually planned any of this at all, so everything I'm saying has just come off the top of my head. So I don't know if this is a fair comparison or not, but whereas Devon has Salcombe and Cornwall has Padstow, the Lake District has Ambleside. That gives you sort of a feel of the place. This chocolate shop always amuses me because they have this in the window. Yes, you can even get Lake District chocolate with a weather forecast. We're just coming down to the Bridge House now. This is probably the most well-known of the shops that sells outdoor clothing. But you've got a lot of branded things like Rohan, and you probably saw Fallraven back there and all that kind of thing. But it's the Bridge House we're interested in, and we're nearly there. This will be Journey's End for us. Yeah, the Bridge House was a little summer house to one of the big houses near here, but since then it's owned by the National Trust. Oh, by the way, the apple pie, very good place for a tea and a cake. And here we are at Journey's End at the Bridge House. Well, I've just nipped into the apple pie, and there's a bit of sustenance here, which is very, very welcome. I have got, come on, you can tell, I told you right at the beginning of this that I wasn't planning anything here, but there you go. A Cornish pasty. How about that? I should be in Cornwall really, shouldn't I? But look at that, eh? So yeah, sitting in front of the Bridge House with a Cornish pasty. Not a bad morning at all. And here we are, much later in the day. I'm back at Waterhead. I'm looking due south, down... oh, hello, the ducks are flying in. Due south, down Windermere. And I just thought I'd share a few final thoughts. What a lovely day. What a really, really nice way of spending the day. I reckon I walked between about 5 and 6 miles. I think it was about 4.5 from Backbarrow to Lakeside, and then another mile from Waterhead into Ambleside. So yeah, between 5 and 6 miles. But as I've mentioned, if you don't want to do all that walking, the easiest thing in the world is just to leave the flat, walk 10 minutes to the Haverthwaite Steam Railway, where you can buy a ticket that will take you all the way through. You buy the ticket and it gets you on the train that takes you to Lakeside, and then on the boat from Lakeside to Ambleside. Spend the day in Ambleside, and then just do the journey in reverse. And off you go, back down south. Oh, there go the ducks. Now, I don't know how this video is going to turn out. When I got up this morning, I got no intention of making a video. So I'm now going to go and stitch it together. Oh, look at the ducks. They're just coming in just to give us a little show. I'm now going to go and stitch it together. And if it's half decent, then, hey, you never know. I might make another one. All right, ta-ta.